So the Heat finally ended their losing streak, and it had to be against the Pistons, and thankfully so, because there were some struggles in the first half. But in the second half, things got better for the Heat as they figured it out, especially in the third quarter. In the third quarter, they were definitely playing basketball against Detroit, and then it became a blowout for a bit, and we ended up winning this game 108-95. So, for the box score, we're going to start off with Duncan Robinson because the Heat actually, because they are the road team with this up in Detroit, Michigan. So Duncan gets 16 points. As far as I remember, I heard he went to the school up in Michigan, not Michigan Wolverines. I think he was a Division III player up there. So it's kind of cool. So anyway, 16 points with 4 3-pointers. 2 more in the paint with 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals on the block. So definitely a great game for Duncan Robinson. Nikola Jovic with 7 points with 1 3-pointer and 3 for 6 in field goals, 5 rebounds and a steal. And with Jovic, he was having some foul problems. He was having some foul problems in this game. He had 3 in the first half, 3. So he sat out a lot. So that's kind of bad. Butler with 14 points plus those and ones that he keeps making, with 5 for 11 field goals, 4 for 5 in free throws, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Bam Adebayo, 22 points, 10 for 14 field goals. He actually shot a 3 in the second quarter. I'm not kidding. A second quarter, he shot his 11th 3 in his career, and he made it. He was spot on with that 3. I mean, each time he shoots a 3, I'm just amazed. And he's done that twice in a row. Bam Adebayo is just absolutely balling. Wow. And he has 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. 3. And then Terry Rozier with 18 points, 5 for 15 field goals, 0 for 5 in 3-pointers. So he was having a little bit of off night. But his free throws is what kept him ahead. 8 for 11. As well as 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal on the block. Off the bench, you got a couple of players who are just balling. You got Caleb Martin with 18 points, 8 for 14 with 1 3-pointer. 5 for 8 is Thomas Bryant with 11 points as well. Now, Caleb with 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals, while Bryant with 5 rebounds and a block. And then everyone else, Patty Mills. I thought Patty Mills was just struggling. He committed 2 turnovers, just not shooting the ball well. So hopefully he gets better next time. And Hawkes just scoring 2 points. Wow. Anyway, with Detroit, you got all the stars scoring double digits. Fontancio with 24 points with 5 flipping 3-pointers. So he's shooting 3s against the Heat. It's just embarrassing. 9 for 16 in field goals. Then he got 6 rebounds and a steal. Isaiah Stewart with 10 points with 4 for 6 in field goals. He does have a 3, and he does have an and 1. He does have an and 1. I think it was in the first or second quarter. But I remember it being I think I remember it being the first half, as far as I remember. Either way, 6 assists, 2 assists, and a block. 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. Duran with 15 points, 7 for 9 with field goals, and majority of them, and I swear to you, majority of them are flipping dunks with this guy. Dunks. 17 rebounds, so clearly he has a double-double. 1 assist and a block. Cade Cunningham with 11 points with 5 for 15 in field goals, 0 for 4 in 3-pointers. He does have an and 1, 6 rebounds, 9 assists. And then Ivy with 14 points with 2 3-pointers, 3 for 14 in field goals, 6 for 6 in free throws, 3 rebounds, 9 assists, and a steal. And then you got Evan Fournier with 12 points. So, in this game, I mean, I will say this, though. It's been a very close first half, and the second half, it became a blowout, especially in the third quarter. The third quarter was 28 for 18, and I gotta be honest, there's really not a whole lot to say about this one, and then we we did what we had to do. Now, granted, it wasn't easy. The third quarter was definitely good. The third quarter. In the first quarter, we start off with a 11-4 start off with Butler, Jovic, and Duncan Robinson Rozier. And then Detroit was scoring points. Eventually, they tied it up with 18 with the Isaiah Stewart. So it was the first quarter. Now I remember thinking about it. They scored. They captured a lead with Fantaccio. And then at the end of the first quarter, it became 28-27. Second quarter, it's pretty much the same thing. It starts off with the free throws. There were definitely some calls that were pretty weird. Now there is this call. And speaking of calls, there is one call that was pretty. Yeah. So there was a. So, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. So I keep stuttering. So yeah, it's been a rough one. All right. Anyway, I'm doing fine, by the way. So there are a couple of charging calls that are like spot on, and then there is this one. Initially, this is 6:33 in the second quarter, so this one definitely deserves a little bit of time to talk about. Basically, what happened was, I don't know whether or not if it was, I'm not sure whether or not if it was Fantaccio or was it Durant. I think it might have been Fantaccio. Basically, what happened was Bam Adebayo was trying to make this floating jump shot. He charges right into Fantaccio, and they called it an offensive foul on Bam. Now, here's what happened. Bam shoots this shot, bulldozing Fantaccio. The ball goes in the hoop. That was called offensive foul. The Heat actually challenged this call. Spoelstra went to the table and said, "Hey, look, let's go. I'm challenging this." And they took a while. They took a while to look at this, and it was determined that the call was actually a blocking foul. So they changed the call, and considering the shooting foul happened, the blocking foul happened as Bam already was already in shooting motion as the ball went in. That counts as an and one, and it was all good. So not only the points count, but we did get a little bit of possession as Bam was going to shoot this and one shot. Did he make it? No, he missed. But then after that, he makes up for it with the drive and dunk, which was awesome. Absolutely flat out awesome. There were some free throws there. So yeah, that was pretty much the second quarter there. Caleb Martin also did the N1 opportunity. And if you're wondering when did Bam get this 3-pointer, it happens 3.5 minutes into the third quarter, which is at 8:30 left for the third quarter, and this is 2 minutes prior of the coach's challenge. So you can look that up yourself. Third quarter, it's been all Miami Heat. The halftime score was 56-54 Heat. The third quarter score would be 84-72. It's been all Miami Heat. All Miami Heat. And it's really like Terry Rozier was balling. Bam Adebayo was making some shots in. And especially with Bam Adebayo with the alley-oop layups and jumpers. And then Terry Rozier committing some points in. Duncan Robinson, a couple of 3-pointers. And he was feeling it up in Detroit, Michigan. Feeling it. And we were up by 15 as the clock winds down. Now, Detroit did make some points in with a couple of threes and alley-oop dunks. But the third quarter score was 84-72. Miami continued the momentum as every time Detroit responds, we respond right back as we would end the game 108-95. So it was a pretty good game, a much needed one. And gotta get ready for the playoffs, man. Now with this win, we did go up to 7th place. So that's better than nothing. Better than being 8th. But we'll see what happens. When we look at the team stats, Miami had a better field goal percentage. Detroit definitely had a better 3-point percentage. Miami had less Actually, Miami had more attempts. The problem is Detroit had less attempts, so that's why they have a better free throw percentage. They out-rebounded us by a few. They had more assists than we do. But one thing is our defense was pretty good. We have 14 steals. They only have 5. We have 6 blocks. They only have 2. And Detroit Pistons committed 18 turnovers in this game. And our large lead was 21. And their large lead was just 5. So, anyway, that's pretty much it for this one. We got them again on Sunday, but that's a 3 o'clock tip-off, so it's an early game. So that's part where we're going to be watching that game as well, early day. So I do apologize for this late upload. I actually got home roughly about a few minutes ago. So either way, guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you have enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe our content, and please do. We're on a road to 1K. Because Miami TVG has you back, and when he does, he'll be right there with your favorite team that you deserve. This is Miami TVG signing off, folks. Good night, everybody.